Hi, my name's Mark David and I'm the owner of Maxxgard Labs. I'd like to thank you for purchasing your self-impression kit, and what we'd like to do now is just to go over the impression taking procedure to make sure that you can make a quality impression to get a comfortable mouth guard. First off, let's go over what you'll be receiving in your kit. First off, you'll be getting an impression tray, instruction sheet, order form, self-addressed envelope to send back your impression, and finally 2 sets of putty. The reason we have 2 sets is in case you need to redo your first impression, you'll have a backup set. The first step that you need to undertake is to make sure that the impression tray fits properly. What you do is you take it out, you'll place it in your mouth. I'm going to show you how to do that. And what you want to be checking is to make sure that the edges of the tray fit over your teeth. So I'm going to place it in my mouth by stretching out my cheek. And I just check to make sure that my teeth are covered. If for whatever reason the edge of the tray is scraping against your teeth, what you can do is modify it quite easily. What you do is you take 1 cup of boiling water filled to the brim and a cup of cold water. The first step is to place the tray in the boiling water for about 30 seconds just to soften up the plastic. Remove the tray and then just push the edges towards the outside, and that'll be enough to make sure that the edges fit over your teeth. You can check it. Once you check it and are satisfied with the size, place it in cold water just to set the size. Let me just get rid of the water here. So now that you've established that the tray is the right size, what we're going to do now is go over the mixing procedure. So what you're looking for is taking about 60 seconds. Wipe off the excess water here. You want to take about 60 seconds to mix these 2 putties thoroughly, the objective being to achieve a uniform blue color. So what you do is you simply tear open the sachet, remove the white putty, same thing for the blue putty, just tear that open. Make sure you get all the putty. So what I'm going to do now is mix the putty for about 60 seconds. What we want to do is make sure that we get a uniform color, and then we'll be rolling it into a sausage shape that's about 4 inches long, or 10 centimeters. We'll be taking that sausage, placing it in the tray. The important positioning is that you make sure that the putty is right up along the edge of the impression tray, both on the sides and in the front, as well as towards the palate. I've drawn this black line here to show you where you'll be positioning your teeth when you push it up to get your impression. Well, what we'll be looking to achieve is a nice deep impression as such. You can see here where we've taken an impression of the gum line in the front and on the sides, as well as on the palate. So that's the most important thing to remember, is to push the tray up as far as you can over your teeth. And when you're placing the putty over into the tray, make sure that you place putty just a bit further than the back end of the tray. So let's do that right now. So I've got the putty here. I'm going to mix it for 60 seconds. As such, making sure that you're turning the putty to get that uniform color. You can see here, nice uniform light blue. So let's say 60 seconds has gone by. What we're going to do now is roll the putty into a sausage shape, 4 inches long, about 10 centimeters, and then place it just like this inside the tray, pushing up the sides, as I mentioned before, towards the outside as well as in the middle and towards the back. So you want to make sure that the putty gets over the back and is up high on the front and sides of the tray. So using a mirror, I have a mirror in front of me. I'm going to place the putty in my mouth. You can see how I'm stretching my cheek to place it in. What I'll be doing is then positioning my thumbs right in the middle, one on this side, one on the other, pushing up as far as I can, and then holding my thumbs in place to make sure that the putty isn't moving. All right, so here we go. So 3 minutes have gone up. I removed the putty after 3 minutes, and you can see that I've got that nice deep impression of all my teeth, which is important to get a good, comfortable mouth guard. So what's the next step is you just rinse off the tray. Shake it off. You can take a little napkin, dry it. It's important to keep the impression in the tray. Place it in the plastic bag along with your completed order form. Seal it up. Place it in the self-addressed envelope. Drop it in the mail. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Best of luck in your sport.